right, the airport is over there. Mall of America is over there, just a couple blocks. And this parking lot here, you can see over the shuttle van there is the Hampton Inn sign. And the Spring Hill Suites, which I have made a video of before and I'll link up above, is on the other side of this. This is the Hampton Inn and Suites that we're staying at tonight. And there's the door for the underground parking, which you can pay for with a park and fly, or even for a regular stay, I think. And this parking lot where we just parked in spot 35 has been plowed. And we couldn't find any place else to stay, but now look here. These cars obviously have gone on a flight somewhere and they had to get plowed around. And I called and asked her, you know, I'm a current guest, can I park over here? What are these numbered spots for? And she said, yes, they're normally for park and fly, but you can go ahead and park there right now. And I'm going to show you why I had to ask for that. So again, this is where you'd park underground, which is pretty steep and treacherous actually. That's just like a service road that goes behind the hotel. Here's the kids. My ankle's pretty bad right now, so I'm moving pretty slow. But I want to show you why I asked if we could park over there. By the way, this is the pool. But it was either now or when we stay here in a month before we fly to Disney. The pool is going to be closed for refurbishment. You can see the fitness room through there. The kids are going up on the sidewalk. But I'm coming over here. Okay, these are the handicap spaces. Okay, these have not been plowed. And you can see that people were in there and had to get out of the snow. So last night, the night before we stayed here, there was a very big snowstorm, December 10th, 2021. And there was a lot of snow. Okay, so see these cars? This is what all the spots are like. And you can tell that some of them, like this one, has been here a while. It's completely buried. You know, we were just saying, how does a hotel, look at that one, how does a hotel plow their parking lot? Because there's always going to be cars in it. Now, when we got here before, we parked right here, which was about the best we could see, but now somebody took this spot. But like this one's buried, and over there, they're just as bad. And even the driveway has not been cleared. So one little downside to this stay, and I'm very glad that I told the kids we need to wear our boots. Even though we're basically just in the car, just this, having to walk from the car to into the hotel. I'm glad we have our boots. It's kind of a mess. Hello everyone, I'm here in room 307. This is our suite for tonight at the Hampton Inn and Suites, Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, Mall of America. Yes, that's the whole name of the hotel. Okay, this is a Hampton Inn location that we have stayed at many, many times before, but it has been a number of years since the last time we stayed here, and I do notice that they've done some minor renovations. I think that the furniture is the same, but I think they've painted the rooms, changed up the sinks, and gotten new artwork on the walls. Like the color here and like this artwork and the couch that Ben is sitting on, Those are all new, and they're very similar to another Hampton Inn. The one that we stayed at the night before our flight to go on our Mariner of the Seas cruise, which I'll link that up here so you can compare them. Okay, so I'm going to show you around the room. Okay, when you come in the door, there's the door. You have this nice, because this is one of the suites that we like, it's this nice little kitchenette area. You have a counter, you have sink, ice bucket. This stuff is ours. That stuff was here. And then there's a microwave, some drawers, a fridge. Not sure what's under there. There's a nice big mirror there. And another very nice big mirror. Oh geez, I stepped in wet. Ah! Sorry, we have snowy boots on. Okay, and then there's 3 hooks here where we have hung our winter coats. And our boots are going down below. Yep, and I'm handing Ben his hotel slippers. By the way, tip, always pack hotel slippers.
Always go to a nice luxurious hotel so you can get free hotel slippers.
That's even better. There's a lot of snow, and so we all wore our boots, and so we're changing into our hotel slippers. This is a very big, spacious room. This sofa weighs 7 million pounds. And Ben and I both injured ourselves trying to move it because you'll notice it's not next to the wall.
I tried pulling it and I did it on a vein and it really hurt.
Yep. It's almost like it's bolted to the floor. It's so heavy. But we think that they pulled it out to vacuum and then they just couldn't get it back or something.
Maybe like there was 2 of them and then one.
Yeah, and then one of them couldn't do it by themselves. But anyway, like these balances over the windows and stuff, I think these are all new. This is a totally different color scheme than the last time we stayed at this hotel.
Well,
So they've definitely done like a soft goods refurb. I think the carpet is different too. I'm gonna go back. I don't think I ever made a video about this place. I think the last time we stayed here was before I started my channel. So we probably don't have a video of this one, but we have stayed here many times in the past. But it used to be all browns. It was all browns and golds and stuff. And now it's like this gray and green and maroon. Okay, so sofa here, tons of space, could totally have a dance party. Humongous desk, yes?
This is the exact same hotel. It's a very common concept with Hilton.
Yeah,
But
Hampton.
Usually it's flips, like usually
Yeah.
over there, and there's like a barn door.
We've had the same suite style in Wisconsin Dells and where we live a couple times when we've had work done on our house. Okay, so you got the TV over there that you can turn to face either the sofa or the beds. You have a humongo desk with a desk chair and 2 queen beds with 1 nightstand in between. And then over here, you've kind of got the wide open doorway. Now, okay, in Wisconsin Dells, I think they had a barn door there.
Yeah,
And I'm betting that they took it off because people don't like them. That's my guess. And then over here.
It doesn't look like there was one.
Yeah, maybe not. Here's the closet. And there's a safe, ironing board, luggage rack. That goes pretty far back there. And then the sink looks pretty new. And the hairdryer is down there. And I think this is funny. They didn't have any of the square boxes of tissues. You know how I've been talking about, like, paper product supply issues in hotels? So they just set the tissue box on top of the square tissue box cover. Little teeny tiny soaps. They're just itty bitty. Look at how little it is. Big mirror over the sink. And then the toilet and the shower are in a separate room with a door that completely closes. And so back over here.
Is this a green or a yellow?
It's green. It's, I don't know. Like the doors and stuff are yellow, but like, isn't this green?
Yeah. I think it like used to be green, but it faded.
Ooh, this this chair. Ugh. I think we're not gonna sit on that.
That's not.
And that, no, that's wrong. There's 2 windows. And we're looking at, okay, the airport's over there. You can see the Delta hangar. There's a bunch of planes sitting there. Can you see that? It's right there. And where you get on your plane is right past that. And that's 494. The car's running through there. And then the Spring Hill Suites, which I have made a video about, and I'll link up above if I haven't already, is right next to us on that side. There are child handprints on the wall.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, don't touch them.
Oh my.
That's kind of creepy.
So they either didn't notice that or they couldn't get them off. This is just paint. We inspected the beds and the beds were fine and very clean, and like the drawers inside are clean and everything. But yeah, the desk chair, it looks like somebody ate chocolate and rubbed their hands all over it. The floor in the bathroom had not been swept. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. I actually wiped it up myself. There was some fuzz and some hair, but it wasn't awful, and I can see how they could miss that if they're hurrying. Megan checked us in through the app on the way here, right when we got into Minnesota, and we used digital keys, so we haven't been to the front desk at all. But we got here at 5, and we just brought up our suitcases, inspected the beds real quick, used the bathroom, and then left again because we were in a hurry to get to the event we were going to tonight, which was Christmas in Color. There was a housekeeper still cleaning rooms in the room across the hall from us when we got here. She looked very tired. And I mean, it's 5 o'clock. They should not still be turning over rooms that late. And in the 10, 12 minutes we were in the room and then left again, as we were leaving, the housekeeping manager was telling her, "You've done enough, you need to go home." And so that's just another reminder that I think they're really short-staffed in the hospitality industry, in hotels and restaurants during the pandemic. And these people are working very hard. And again, dang it, I forgot to get any cash. I really need to remember to bring cash.
I don't carry cash.
Yeah, I never carry cash. How about you guys? Do you guys carry cash?
It's disgusting. It is not.
Yeah, we don't like cash. Ben thinks it's filthy. Cash is cloth. It's not paper. It's cloth. And if you look at what the lifespan of a bill is, it's not very long. They don't even last a year. That's how fast they get disgusting and wear out. And there's a coin shortage during the pandemic. Businesses don't want you using cash. Trust me. Every time I go through the drive-thru and I see somebody using cash ahead of me, I'm like, why are you using cash? Use a card, use something touches, use Google Pay something, Okay, why are you using cash and making them handle your cash? But one time I do need cash is to tip. I think even cab drivers, you can tip them with the card. Delivery people that bring you food, you don't need to tip them with cash. You can tip them when you pay for the food. But hotel housekeeping, I still want to have cash for. And the other time I would want to have cash is like a shuttle driver who loads up my suitcases into the shuttle van for me and takes me to the airport or something. Or like a bellhop at a hotel or a red cap at the airport or something like that. But I haven't used any of those things in so long. It's pretty unusual for me to even remember that I need cash. But especially if I'm going to be staying for a longer stay, even though they're not doing daily housekeeping right now, I still want to have cash and leave a tip for my housekeeper. I've had people say that they like to bring chocolate and treats and stuff like that for housekeeping or flight attendants or their room steward on a cruise ship.
It's nice, but not really.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Just give them money. Everybody can use money. But here's the thing, if you bring treats and stuff like that, first of all, they may not even be allowed to accept it. Secondly, they might be allergic. Thirdly, they may not like it. It also might be a storage issue, like where are they going to put it? Like crew on a cruise ship, they don't have any room in their crew cabin for stuff like that. It might melt, and even flight attendants. Do you know that flight attendants work 5-6 flights a day? If everybody on a flight, if even 10 people on a flight are bringing them candy, do you realize how much candy they're going to have at the end of the day?
I bought a box of chocolates. That's $60.
Yeah, that's crazy. Don't do that. If you want to be nice, just give them money. That's my advice.
Chocolate.
Or you know what's better? You don't have to give them anything. Just do what they say. wear your mask, obey the rules, don't make a fuss.
Then they'll be happy.
And then they'll be happy, okay? Just don't make their job harder than it is, and you're already making their day. We are staying here at this hotel with the same room style. I won't do another room tour the night before we fly on our flight to go to Disney. So stay tuned for that series that'll be coming up soon. Good morning, everyone. We're still here in our hotel room at the Hampton Inn & Suites, Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, Mall of America. Yeah, long name. It's a bright and sunny winter day, and we are just getting packed up and ready to leave. And I just wanted to add one more note about this hotel and something that I've decided. Overall, this stay was completely fine. They've already emailed me my receipt. If I didn't mention it before, I did pay for this hotel with Hilton Honors points. I did have to pay the taxes with my credit card, and it was like $19. Comfortable room, very quiet. The fridge is actually even making this little like whooshing noise that sort of replaced the fact that we forgot our fan at home. And we all slept fine. Megan and I had a whole bunch of weird dreams. The beds were comfortable. The beds felt clean and very comfortable. The pillows were nice. The bedding was clean and nice. We could hear a little bit of like a gentleman laughing in the next room like he was watching something funny on TV, but it didn't like keep us awake or anything like that. And you can hear, like this morning, I can hear airplanes going by. But I think by the time we went to bed last night, there weren't any flights going that late. It was after 11. And so we didn't hear any airplane noise. It's not loud enough even now that it would be something that would keep you awake, even though we are in the flight path here. There's been a succession of hotels built near the Minneapolis airport over the years, built, torn down because of flight path issues, and now they're actually rebuilding new hotels in that place where they tore them down like 30 years ago. So actually this property is one of now the oldest properties near the Minneapolis airport, but it's still in good shape. I mean, but you can see places, you know, even though this room did obviously have a renovation sometime since last time we stayed here, especially in the decor, you see little things like there's little bits of chipped paint, like, and there's a chipped tile in the bathroom, and you know, you can just tell it's not an older Hampton Inn though. Like if you go to the one over in Egan, I think it is, that's way older than this. And I think I made a video about that too. This is a relatively new, like for floor plan and everything, and having this style suite. But the longer we were in the room and the more we looked around, the more we noticed some cleanliness issues. They aren't major and they don't like freak me out totally, but they're definitely things that shouldn't be happening. The main thing was the walls. There's a whole bunch of stuff in different places on the walls. Like besides those little kid handprints that I showed you.
And there's one over there.
Yeah, between the beds behind the lamp over the nightstand, it's like somebody splattered chocolate. There's a number of places on the walls all over the room where the walls need to be cleaned. So note to you, Hampton Inn, and I'll put it in my review when they send me my survey. This room has stuff on the walls that needs to be cleaned off. I guess the one other place that I really noticed, well, besides the desk chair needs to be cleaned. It's got chocolate or something on it, is the inner part of the bathroom. Out here was fine, but like behind the toilet seat and then the floor, it's like they just missed it. The toilet itself was clean, like inside, but it's like I feel like they must have been in a hurry and they took like the main amount of time on the beds, and a couple other things got missed. And I can totally see how they would miss the walls, because that's not something that housekeeping is normally like going around looking at the wall. And then the one shade over there on the second window, the one that's closer to the beds, it almost looks like it got wet. And there's like a water stain on the bottom of it or something. It's not enough that I don't think I would ever stay here again. Because, again, like I said, overall the room stay was completely fine. But Megan just asked if we could. It was enough to kind of like just make her a little bit uncomfortable. Now, I don't know if this is an issue that is going to be any better staying at another property nearby or not. But just like we found back in October when two very close together properties of the same brand, the two Home2 suites, were like night and day in cleanliness and customer service, because as the manager at the second hotel where we ended up staying explained to us, they were owned by different people. So even though they were both Hilton Home 2 Suites, there were totally different situations going on. We did decide to cancel our night stay here, which would have been exactly in a room like this, might have even been the same room, that we were going to stay the one night before our flight in January. And we're going to try the very nearby, it's like across the street, Embassy Suites, which is also a Hilton property instead. So I switched the reservation. It's a difference of about $40. It's about $40 more at the Embassy Suites. I have been meaning to try that property anyway. For a long, long time, that Embassy Suites got very bad reviews and everybody was complaining and saying it needs to be renovated. Well, I know that since in the last couple of years, they did renovate it. And I've been curious to stay there since they did that to see what it's like now. I mean, I don't have anything to compare it to because I never stayed there before. But so stay tuned for that video because that'll be coming and we will have another room tour for you of another Minneapolis airport area hotel that you might want to consider for, you know, before or after your flight, or if you want to come up and, you know, do stuff at Mall of America or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and safe travels.